What the girls lack in common sense, they make up for in looks. If this news and this announcement caught you off guard, then I just want to say that you and George W. Bush could probably go intellect for intellect. Earlier today, Latto said that she had an announcement, and at midnight she posted it, which is that she has a new album coming out in May. I think that this might be the album cover. I think this is a really, really pretty album cover. Like, I love it a lot. And obviously, she also announced her pregnancy. Anyone who's been on the internet for the past minimum 4 months, I would say even further back than that, was assuming that Latto was indeed pregnant because she has been missing. No one has seen anything below her neck for months now, 6 months minimum, probably. Most of us who have common sense, I knew that Latto was pregnant this day. This was back in September. She comes out of like an office and someone from TMZ is waiting there with cameras and they say something about her man. She's like, my man. And then someone, the lady interviewing, is like, oh, is your man 21 Savage? And she responds and says, my man, my man, my man, and like giggles. Essentially confirming that yes, 21 Savage was her boyfriend. And they've been dating for like 5 years now. And it's, oh, it's been a whole thing, the world's worst kept secret about like, oh, she's not going to reveal her man because they want to be private, even though she will not shut the fuck up about him. But they want a private relationship, even though she is talking about him every 2 seconds. And this was the first time ever that she had confirmed and was like, essentially said, yes, that is my man. That's when I knew something was up. It's like, why after 5 years would you all of a sudden be like, yeah, openly being like, yeah, that's my man? It's because I think the reason why your relationship was private is because you didn't have a choice in the matter. But that's another story for a different day. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're having a good day. I don't want to ruin it for you. Also released a music video with a new single attached to it, right? Called Personal and Business and Personal, I think. I watched the video and I listened to the song. It's like Big Mama Part 2, where it's like slow in the beginning and the beat switches and then becomes an entirely different song. Somebody up here had pointed out that if Drake has a lot of sons, Latto is his junior. Like, she really is his biggest son. And it's so funny because like the more you pay attention, the more you're like, yeah, you know what? So much of what she does, the choices that she makes musically are so Drake coded. Ad libs that she chooses, the way that she decides to change up her voice. Also, again, this is switching up the beat and making basically two separate songs, but calling it one song. All of it is very Drake coded. As you guys know, I'm really not a fan of pregnancy in general. You know how I feel about that. But I do really love a cunty pregnancy. Like, there's something about like really serving up a look. Like, this is so cunty to me, to the point where I almost might be able to be like, almost worth it. Like, it's almost worth it because it was truly just so cunty. There's a lot of really good looks in this music video, and I keep thinking about how kind of iconic it's going to be in like 20 years when people are watching these videos and be like, oh my God, look how pregnant she was in this music video, and look how good she looks, right? Because it's kind of like unheard of. Like, how many music videos do you see where the lead person is pregnant in the music video, right? Like, the girls weren't doing that 10, 15 years ago. So it is fun to see. Often we talk about and we credit Rihanna for like essentially creating the cunty pregnancy by having her belly exposed, and I do kind of agree with that. But I will say one thing we don't talk about enough is the Cardi B effect and the way that Cardi B has shifted the industry in so many different ways. While you might make an argument that people wouldn't be posted up with their belly out if it wasn't for Rihanna, I might counter and say that this music video wouldn't even exist if it was not for Cardi B. Celebrity being pregnant was essentially about hiding. It was about taking time off to have a kid and then coming back. Especially, I would argue, women who were working in like male dominated fields, right? You wanted to have your baby and be pregnant quietly. You didn't want people to see pictures of you pregnant because you wanted essentially to be able to have your kid and have people kind of forget that you had a kid. Being in the limelight, whether you're an actress, whether you are a singer, is no different than being a woman in any other aspect of the world, right? Where you're at work, you work a corporate job, you don't want to kind of remind people that you're a mother because it makes it seem like you're less capable of doing your job, right? That you won't go as hard, that suddenly like your career takes a sideline because your main job is mother. Cardi B created the idea of working through your pregnancy. She gave the idea of like hustling, of a baby not stopping shit, about like, yeah, I'm still going to do all my appearances. I'm still going to do my music videos. I will be there with my big belly, still working. Why would I go into hiding just because I'm pregnant? No, I will be on national television. Cardi B set the standard of just because you're having a baby doesn't mean you stop working. And then as a result, we get this, a music video like this one. Genre in an industry that is rapidly changing, very specifically in the past like 5 years, so it's had its formative years, right? I do like the idea of bringing motherhood into female rap because it is the reality for a lot of the girls, right? And I like the idea of them being able to be fully rounded people and not have to feel like ashamed about being mothers. I also think that hip hop in general is extremely ageist, especially with women, right? And I like the idea that, like, before when we thought of Little Kim, right? Little Kim was what, 18, 19 when she first came out, and that was a standard age that you thought that a female rapper would peak at. And I like the idea of the girls bringing in motherhood and being like, no, we're actually grown ass women, and we're still here, and we're still relevant. The idea of having these conversations and being honest about it. Do I like it when the girls pop out pregnant like this? Just have like a lot of real mixed feelings about it. But I feel like there's no point in saying it now. We're obviously too far gone. So just congratulations to her. feel like I'm being a little bit nicer to her than I am the rest of the girls because I'm sorry, like at the end of the day, I just like it when stuff is done correctly. And like branding wise, this is a dream come true. Like she's been calling herself Big Mama and setting the stage for this for what, like 4.5 years now. And like the baby cub, like I'm sorry, like I really am giggled. I'm entertained because it's done really well. She has set the stage and created a platform for herself as Big Mama and then putting out an album that is essentially about her becoming a mother, if that's what the album is going to be about. I'm sorry, it's kind of brilliant and therefore I'll allow it. Like, I don't care that I think that the minute you have this baby, you guys are gonna break up because that's what happens every single time a hip hop couple gets together and has babies, that they break up immediately afterward. I don't care. I don't care. Like, the branding is so good. I don't care.